I just got a chance to watch the latest episode of It Welcome to Derry, and did we get a chance to see Pennywise's daughter? More on that at the end of this video. Welcome to Short Scares. Please give this video a like and a share and give me a follow. This episode opens in 1908, which was the year of the Kitchen Ironworks explosion. This event would kill more than 88 children and 100 people. It's depicted in the movies and in the book, and will be the main focus of season 3 of the show, according to Andy Muschietti. At the start of the episode, we meet a young Andrew Shaw who would grow into being Major Shaw, who's organizing the entity search for this fear weapon. At this point in time, Francis has his first encounter with the entity known as Pennywise, who takes the terrifying form of an aging old man with one eye. First encounters him at the carnival, but also sees him in the woods when he's playing with his friends and Rose, who, interestingly enough, we now know in the future runs the antique shop, which was actually run by Stephen King in the movie. After being chased by the entity, they managed to thwart it through the use of a slingshot, which we obviously know from the books is a major weapon against Pennywise. We also see that Pennywise can go no further than the bounds of the forest, which is extremely scary because we know in the next iteration, 27 years later, he's in the town of Derry, meaning it's expanding. We also know from the book and the movies that the Native Americans battled Pennywise in the past. In this episode, it's very clear that most of them have moved beyond the city limits. They know exactly where Pennywise's power base is. Meanwhile, our courageous kids are trying to prove that the entity is actually real. They need to do so to prove that Veronica's father is actually innocent and that he did not commit those crimes. They come up with the concept of doing a ritual to draw it out. Their goal, they want to take a picture of it, and boy, are they successful. The downside is they get chased by some very creepy ghosts. This scene was awesome. But they do make it out, barely, but they make it. And when they go to develop the photographs, they get their first glimpse at Pennywise the Clown. Although we probably all know where this is going, the adults in town seem to be under Pennywise's spell. They are not going to believe these kids. Speaking of Dick Halloran, we also get to see Major Shaw give him the slingshot that was used against Pennywise in his youth. He wants Dick to use his shine abilities to track where Pennywise is at to find the lair. And this leads to one of the coolest scenes yet in this show, a mental, psychic conversation between Pennywise and Dick Halloran. You could tell that Pennywise is genuinely surprised when he drops in his lair. He's like, "Who are you?" And Pennywise almost kills Dick for this transgression, almost getting him to jump out of the plane before Leroy saves him. Now let's get back to the point about Pennywise's daughter. Earlier in the 1908 scene, we see that Francis sees a young girl who's dressed just like Pennywise. In the credits, she's listed as Periwinkle. We also know that Pennywise took on the persona of Bob Gray. He was an actual human being with a daughter. And that daughter was Mrs. Kirsch from the movies. See, the problem was Pennywise was just this fearful creature, and when he tried to mimic a human being, he really struggled with it, which is why he adopted the clown persona. He basically stole Pennywise the Dancing Clown from Bob Gray. Now here's where things get crazy. We see an unattributed Madeline Stowe talking to Lily at Juniper Hill. She's a pretty big actress to be unattributed. My thought here is she is Bob Gray's daughter, thus Pennywise's daughter. And she is the character we saw as Periwinkle earlier in the episode. My guess is she's probably holding out hope that her father is really truly still in there, and that Pennywise has not completely absorbed him into its persona. Or she's just flat out evil and helping Pennywise commit his crimes. So those are my thoughts on episode 3. What about you? This show continues to just be phenomenal. I absolutely love it.